live.
I'll figure it out. All right, thank you. But basically, it's an account. Sorry, it's a setting issue, not an account
Yes.
issue. Then, yeah.
Almost
Okay.
every new platform, when you open it up, it's going to say, "Are you sure? Are you extra sure?"
This
Really?
isn't new, but I've had it. I haven't used it for.
And good morning, YouTube.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, now you're opening up the YouTube?
Yeah, I was having problems with it this morning. I had to get with Casper. He had to set up the stream schedule, so it's like we got to do it manually every week. Monday.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a Monday.
Right.
Dashboard, account summary. There we go. Where are we at? It doesn't update instantly. It takes a while. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Only a few. Shouldn't take too long.
I'm going to put a protective stop on that NQ trade.
You see, guys, this is what's killing me is I did not sign up for I'm checking all of this. I did not sign up for the Apex thing with NinjaTrader. I signed up to the Rhythmic.
Yes. But
I'll be right back.
Data, but you have to log in with you have to tell it to use the Rhythmic data in your NinjaTrader.
But I don't want to use NinjaTrader because I did not sign up for an NinjaTrader account. I signed up for the Rhythmic account.
Rhythmic is through Ninja.
They're two different things. You trade with NinjaTrader and the data is Rhythmic. You don't trade with Rhythmic. You can. Our trader sucks though. It's not a good platform. So you need a platform to trade with. The Rhythmic is the data. It's the order what do you call it?
The order flow, no?
Well, the order entry,
book?
right? The order, that's where the order routing, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
So you have to use something. If it's not NinjaTrader, then you need RTrader, which you should have anyway, and you got to set that up because you want to look at your accounts in RTrader because that's where your profit and loss is going to be.
And I downloaded RTrader.
You don't want to use it to trade with.
And I'm logging in, and I'm logging into the RTrader stuff. There for the instructions in here. What a pain in the behind me. Good thing we're chopping.
New software to get used to. Nothing is ever as easy as you would like to.
So
you can
let's
use
try
Tradeovate. You can use what else do they have? I mean, pretty much anything. You can use TradingView.
Yeah, I don't want to mix my Tradeovate because I already have money in Tradeovate, and I use Tradeovate for my day-to-day stuff, so I don't want to mess with Tradeovate.
Well, open a different instance and a different, you know what I mean? So you have.
Yeah, no, I know. I just don't want to have multiple of them running. I want to.
Woohoo! There we go.
Server could not be contacted. Oh God.
Go Bulls, go! Right to that fan line, or back to that previous demand zone, which was a supply zone now, and we're at the top of it.
Go Bulls, go!
Oh, we are going.
Let's see if we eat it.
All right, I took off all my shorts but one. I'm leaving one position on.
Just remember, this is the top of a supply zone that was a demand zone, so there we go.
That's all right. If it goes higher, I'll add to it.
Breach. Now we're up to the next fan line.
Oh, nice.
Right here.
What a trade. I'm going to try to exit that.
For real.
Exit! No. My button didn't work. That was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I got out with profit, but barely. I was trying to draw this fan line as fast as I could, and I'm over here with the trade on. I'm like, oh, I know where that is. It wicked.
4,200. Are we going to do it?
Right to it. That was fast.
RTY says, hell yes.
I hit my button twice to exit that trade, and it delayed. It lagged.
Didn't work? Yeah, on what, Tradeovate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trash, man. You got to use the Dome, whatever it's called on Tradeovate.
Well, I mean, I still got out with a small profit, but it's like I could have had a lot better.
Right, no, I get that. I hear that 100% on Tradovate. On most platforms, so they always try to get you with that.
But remember, each candle here is 5 seconds. So like, I tried like hell to get that big green bar on the
Oh,
top.
what a drop.
I hit it
1, 2,
twice,
Mm-hmm.
and it still didn't fill. So then I had to hit it a third and fourth time, and it finally filled at the bottom of that candle, of course.
Which one of you wants
Alright,
to?
I'm moving it stop to break even.
Yeah, this looks like a Busby, guys. So wait for a 3-bar to finish right back to the top of that liquidity zone.
Busby.
Here it is. We got bar, spinner. The third bar is typically going to be your range candle. So you're looking for another candle to open up next to this. Give it 10 seconds. And it has to open at or above that third bar to be valid as a Busby. And the idea for the trade is trade to the top of the third bar or a penny or two under it. Since we closed a hammer here, wait for this. It can wick first. Keep an eye on your 5 second. And the idea also, you get leg, accumulation, leg. So your target's going to be about 416.85. So it's a quick
I
bull.
might stop up 2 ticks. Definitely a no lose now.
Just
This
remember,
is nice.
that's a liquidity zone. We have to get outside of it to be bullish. Otherwise, that can get shorted real stinking quick.
Right, true,
Sorting
true.
it.
It's flirting with
Scalping.
disaster now, but we got 25 seconds left on this candle, so hang on.
VIX trying to push lower again. That's what's keeping me bullish is VIX and
Yeah.
NQ not really respecting the supply zone.
That fix is so far down, dude. It's got to pop somewhere.
You'd think so. That's what I kept telling myself a couple weeks ago. I was like, bro, it's gotta come back up. No, market needs to breathe. I kept saying market needs to breathe. I kept trying to short every rally.
You always
Market
check
did not need
yourself,
to breathe.
man.
Well, I caught a little bit of Sig's broadcast this morning, and he's right. Like, the FOMC is designed to kind of nullify some of that volatility. But in reality, it causes a big range of volatility. But it's a volatile range, but it's not volatility. It's designed to quell it. So in effect, you're looking at very nice scalps going into it with higher increasing
meant to
volatility
kind of-
up to the
yeah.
moment. Right.
Parentheses around it.
Yes.
Hedge it in.
All right. We're setting up for a 1-for-1, or we're going to fail here.
And a part of me
Stand
wants to
fast.
stop out. Another part of me is like, nah, hold that.
Yeah, be
It's a
careful.
solid entry.
It's getting wicky on
If
the
we
top
get
of the 5 second.
4120, that'd be cool.
Come on, Bulls. Take it to 41.95.
Hey, who's this bot? Ender bot?
What's that?
JPM taking care of what's it called?
Oh, FRC?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they basically are bailing them out, but you have to remember, there's no trade there. They've halted it. It's been
Right. Yeah, no, it's done.
yeah, it's basically being handled by the FDIC now. So it's changed ownership. The FDIC will then sell all of the securities within that, all of their investments within that, excluding shareholders,
Right.
to JP Morgan. And JP Morgan picks up yet another
In 2
bank for
weeks.
pennies on the dollar.
Yep.
Right.
That's how that works.
Like the Borg.
Yeah. So the
Right.
FDIC essentially facilitated a bit of theft, if you would, to
Yep.
the shareholders.
Rape and pillage.
But that's how it goes.
Mm.
And if you're mixed up
And you're
in,
there, right? I mean, then the Giants don't come over and take you.
nope, yeah, stay the hell away from them. But you can scalp the price action leading up to that garbage. That's fine, because that range was killer. I loved it. But FRC is no longer on the board for traders, so if you're stuck in that, I feel sorry for you. But you know,
You're very
the warning signs were all clear and all there.
Here comes the push.
Yep, right up to this next line. 416.60 would be SPY target, and that would set us up for about a 41.96
stuff.
overshoot on the ES.
Yeah, I'm moving my stop tight because if we do wick back, it's just gonna reject and catch all these buyers.
Yeah,
Yo, here we go.
There we go.
41.95, target almost met. I might get a 41.96 overshoot because that's where the next fan line is there. There it goes.
Mm.
Boom,
target
nailed it.
Come on.
Forgot to move the target. Yo, that was clean. That was nice. That was all right. 3 points
Good
felt
job,
like
David.
more.
Come on.
Good enough for me. I missed some of the move on the rest of it, but that's okay. Quickest $100 I ever made in my life, right?
Yeah, that was a nice move. I call it. That was yes. So maybe 3 points. I don't know. It was like 270 or something like that.
Did
And
you
the
just
one for one,
create
Like
this
3.2.
I mean, you can
Got a
draw
little
this
stop
out.
off that too.
You know, you can pull this
So is
off.
that officially a double top?
That's a
Would
one
be
for
a
one on the 5
okay.
second. That's done right there at 416.75 on SPY. 41.97.50 was the reach on it for ES. Now let's wait for accumulation for the next trade setup. Like I said, though, these little base hits, man, over and over and over again, they just add up.
Add up. That's how you
Whether
get funded. Oh, reminds me, Jeremy. I'm sorry to interrupt. Real quick, while I got people in here, and you said you got YouTube up.
Yep, YouTube is up.
So we're gonna be doing a little Bullish Bears sort of like giveaway, but not much of a giveaway, but more of a challenge, because we feel like we obviously want to get everybody engaged. We want people to grow as traders. That's what we're here for. We're not just here to chat. We're not just here to look at stocks. We're here to grow. We're here to get you guys doing better, everybody doing better, everybody in the same boat. So we were thinking of some ideas, and if anybody here has any ideas on some challenges, let me know. We were thinking along the lines of maybe a journal challenge, a trading journal challenge, where you have to report each trade you take, you journal it, you write why you entered, why you exited, was it a loss, was it a winner, risk reward, what did you do right, what did you do wrong. Make sure you have what you did right and what you did wrong, or else it's disqualified. Things
Right.
like that. What else? Maybe also if anybody was interested in doing an evaluation account challenge or something like that, because they are running the cheap discounts. Even a paper trading challenge I was thinking of, but those are sort of hard because sometimes people are able to bluff those.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think that one, maybe even a technical analysis challenge where people could say, hey, at the beginning of the week, I think Apple's going to outperform
Right.
Nvidia, or
Like a stock picking.
Tesla's going to, yup,
You
something like that.
articulate your argument and then let somebody else take the other side and argue it and then see how it works out.
There you go.
Yup, exactly.
Damn.
But just something to get everybody involved and going, and maybe we'll do like a giveaway where the most accurate gets like a t-shirt, a Bullish Bears t-shirt, or Bullish Bears mug or something like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
little stuff.
Yeah,
I
but
missed
just a
that.
thought, we'll probably get to that in the next next couple of weeks or so, but we'll get on board, we'll get things going, as long as we get people active and looking interested in it.
I wish it would give you the running tally on your paper account that they give you for the eval.
You have to look in our trader, you have to have it running. I
Ah,
just keep it open all the time. And then that way I see a constant profit and loss and open profit
Okay.
and loss. And I just minimize it.
pull back
Pull
to
it up
regression. Keep going a little further, a little further. 41.94.50 is where this is going to stop.
Ooh, what a
Target
whip.
met. Boom.
Yo, check out that 1 minute. There's a rounding top in the 1 minute. Yo, maybe not inverse head and shoulders, just regular head and shoulders on the 1 minute. We just created the head.
This is a big old breakover back to 50% retracement. So
I think we're gonna head
Yeah.
higher.
Hey,
Hold on.
hey, Jeremy, is it still too late for me to put that option?
if it'll sell right now because suddenly the demand's down on those.
Okay, so I've got an ask of sorry. I'm doing a bid, don't I?
Yeah, let me see if I can check the chain real quick. So the May 5th expiration is currently trading at 42 cents, so that wouldn't be very lucrative. That would be trading
Okay.
at about intrinsic value, so not really going to do much with that.
I've got it trading at 40 cents.
Let me see here. The medium is, oh yeah, the bid's 40 cents. You're right. 41.5 is the midpoint. So, let's see here.
Chocolate covered espresso bean. Sorry, I need to mute myself since I'm over here eating like
Oh, lucky.
Quite
That
all
sounds
right.
good.
I got a bag of those too.
I am doing the bid, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's any other contract worth selling there. There just isn't.
Oh,
mean-
I can leave it. I can always come back to it another time. You know, I just wanted to
You
see
can-
if it.
You can still set the limit orders. Like if the thing pulls down to about 7.5 or slightly lower, it might be able to give you a quick fill.
So what should I set the limit price as?
Keep it at 46.
46,
You want to
yeah?
make sure
Alright,
you
let me
don't have any more than a 4-cent cost basis on that. Well, in your case, it would be a 5-cent cost basis because your transaction price. No, you're $2, so $1 plus the assignment fee. So you would be at a 6-cent cost basis on that.
How do I find out my cost basis? Hold on, let me see if it does
It's-
it in the review.
Strike price less the premium that you make on selling the contract.
Oh, we missed
It's like
getting.
reversing when you buy an order.
Yeah. All right, we're going back down to, it looks like 4188
Gosh,
is the target.
missed that one.
I got
Oh,
a
I
piece of
felt
it, but I
that.
was chatting when I was in the middle of it.
Yes, well, I'm short in several accounts, but the one I really want to be short. Oh, there we go. I got filled.
Hey, who said they caught that? Was that Ricardo?
He did.
Right.
Nice, good play.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
I was flapping my
job.
gums at the time, but I got some of it. A tiny
Yeah.
piece.
Sorry,
Hey man,
Jeremy.
listen.
Oh, it's okay.
You never get the full pie. You always get a piece. The goal is to
That's
get a piece
fine.
of the cake.
No, when I'm able to trade and be here moderating at the same time, I'm used to missing some of it, but at least I got some of it. I'm good. Don't worry about me. Because when
Good.
I'm
Sorry,
not
Jeff.
here moderating and I'm on my own, I'm doing this all day long and I'm catching most of these moves.
Multitask.
That's right.
It's no such. There's no such thing.
It is crazy I can do this at all. I'm blown away by it, but
That's
Yo,
how
very
you
wiki
do
right
things
now.
not well.
But as long as I maintain a little bit of profitability, I'm good. I don't need to be
Screen-
making millions.
It's on the screen is all you want.
That's it. And I figure if I make this into a funded account and I catch that first 25,000 and cash it out, I'll use the proceeds of that to open 100 more of these.
Yep. Rinse and repeat.
That's it. Before you know it, you'll be trading a $100 million account. I'm just kidding. well,
Well-
technically. I don't know if there's a limit on how
Right,
many
it
of these you can do.
Think
Kick you
about how
from
much
there.
leverage. If I think about how much leverage I'm throwing around, it makes me a little sick at my stomach.
Yep. It's
I'm
humbling,
not
quite
taking-
humbling.
Yeah.
All right, we're fighting with this regression fan line here, but I think we're going to hit it right to the 1 minute 200. Here it goes.
Yeah, I know you love to hear it, but VIX? No, I'm just playing.
4187 would
Safe
be the
sailing to go
extension target
higher.
on this move, but watch out because this can pop back up for 50% at any moment. So stand fast. Oof.
We're going back down past the open today, 4184. 25.
Yeah, here comes retracement.
I would love it if we came all the way back down to 4181. I got a key level right there, and if we bounce there, that'd be great for an entry go long.
Your order in.
10 seconds on that candle. If that closes a red hammer, I wouldn't short there because you could easily get a quick 50% retracement.
VIX holding higher.
By that, I mean tracing this bar here right back to, let's see, that would be about 416.40 on SPY. And that would put us at about, where is that bar? We'd be looking at, I'm trying to compare ranges here. 4194 would be a 50% retracement on that if that goes.
At least get back to the low of the night. It's too
Right.
Hmm.
Like I said, just be cautious and nimble. No need to take risk when there isn't a means to take a risk or a reason to take the risk.
Don't lose money.
That's right.
We do have a pretty strong support at the 4186 area.
Yeah. Might take one more little tap to 488.50 for a moment, and then we're going to probably bounce out of that, so be careful.
Yeah, I took my short off. I don't like the price action
Nope.
here. It's
This-
We are making
Check
higher
out.
lows. If you look at it, we've been making higher lows the whole time, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, be cautious here. This is no man's land. Wait. But if we
Wait.
do get a bearish 1-for-1 out of this would take us straight down to probably about that opening low. We just got to break that 200 period to confirm that. So just wait.
I need 2 points in this other account to get it funded.
Nice.
Yeah, we're holding VWAP too on ES.
Try not to bring them all
Oh,
across the line
okay.
on the same day because that can get expensive with all the monthly, the data fees.
Yeah.
I call it my stable. I'm gonna add to my stable.
There you go.
I did one Lulu this morning,
Bless you.
and then I've got this Apex. It's a $25,000 account that I bought a while back. That's just sitting here at 26,300, 26,311. So come on. We tried the M&Q. When it gets slow like this, that's nice.
Damn, Kevin, you're getting it all over that social media. Good stuff.
Yo, you see that?
Yeah.
I'm trying, man. Hey, I just posted in that room like he said.
Yeah.
And yeah. I do what I say. I do
How
what
goes
I'm
that?
told.
I'm gonna throw a couple swing trades in there after FOMC when I find
Oh,
them.
there you go. Do we have news? What's FOMC's what, Wednesday, right?
Yeah, Wednesday this week.
Nice.
And we've been catching little news pops here and there, but
Here we
I-
go. Little push down.
this is that time where I need a fourth monitor right here because I got my share screen open here. I've got Discord open above it now, and I've got my features open to the left. But I need a fourth monitor so I can watch that news ticker on MoneyNet. I know I'm missing stuff.
You know what? I use my phone for stuff like that. I'll add something like that I watch on my phone.
Yeah, and that helps too.
I have
Mainly,
that-
it's
that's
just
my-
what I see on that ticker right now is just a bunch of upgrades and downgrades from different banks throwing shade at each other or whatever. Nothing major.
Boy, I'm tempted to put the short back on, but
Well, it's got to get through that 200 period, and it's coming up to meet price at this consolidation
dirty.
point. So this is a dirty wait. Let's just sit on our hands until this plays out, because if this gives us a 1-for-1, we'll still have time to catch almost all of that move down to the next fan line. Down here around 415.20 is the next liquidity zone. And if you look at that as a 1-for-1 on futures, that puts us all the way down to about 41.82. So we got plenty of room. We're at 41.90 now.
We got NQ in a 1 hour demand it created yesterday. Just a heads up, I'm gonna send a screenshot of that.
so you're telling me to take my short off?
Just I would wait for the break. It's got to break 41.89
Yeah,
to really be
Really
confirmed.
needs volume to break
I'm
through.
short
VIX
from
is
the high.
pushing high.
Ooh, Mullen, you might get that option filled after all. Burn, baby, burn.
I'm actually going to move my stop down. How do you like them apples? So
Like I said, it's got to confirm.
I'm gonna move my stop down. How do you like? All right, never mind. I'm out.
Poof.
sometimes when you dare it, it takes the dare and raises
It's-
you one.
It's still a bear flag, but this is where it'll
Nah, I
either be a
wish it
pop
was.
and drop bear flag, or it will actually go and retrace 50% of the previous move. So
Well,
we got the
that's what I
bar,
was
spinner,
concerned.
bar.
I didn't want to sit through the retracement, so I
Right.
pushed, when it goes down, I move my stop and fine, take it. That gives me the maximum I could get there on that.
Exactly.
move.
And you're okay. Remember, there's a 5-minute liquidity zone right here. This is now a supply zone. So if we get that pop and drop and it does reject here, we'll get a better signal and we can at least take it to support. So we could trade that range from like 41.92 down to 41.89. No problem. That's a 3-point move. But in the meantime, I'm going to wait for that signal.
Yeah.
NQ just got crazy weak on that, but it's still wicking right at that at the top of the demand zone. So if it breaks below, I'd say use NQ as a leader right now, because if NQ is the only thing really with support under it,
Yeah.
ES is just sort of no man's land, ready
Yeah,
to
if
drop.
NQ breaks, then we could get moving.
All right, we should get a signal in the next few bars here on the 1 minute chart. So
I am flat
same here.
and everything.
I'm just waiting.
Well, my cash account, I have a couple of shorts at the top and I'm just holding those. Pretending like I'm just like a swing trade. I'll hold them till next week.
Totally fine. All right, here's our 4190 break. It's got to smoke this with some force before we can go short here, because this can still bounce here, so be cautious. If you're
There
already
goes
short,
Jeremy Smoke.
Thank you.
if you're already
Yep, there
short,
goes
ride it.
NQ.
But that 200
Oh,
period
there
is
we
support,
go.
so stand
Wait, was
fast.
that a fake out though? Was that a quick
It's
liquidity
exactly
sweep?
what I'm looking
A
at.
lot
That
of
200
tires
period
there.
is going to catch people off sides. You will get nailed in that if you're not careful. There it is. Bam.
Damn. Yo, I've also been using YM, the Dow, mini Dow Jones. I have some supply demand support resistance zones on there. Just looking for it to hold 34287. It rejected it with a double top, but it's still creating higher lows on the 5 minute. I'll send a screenshot.
All right, let me zoom out a little bit, maybe get a 5 minute chart up. What do we have here? We have a pennant. And 1 minute 200 period is right here at the base of that sucker, right? So this could set us up for a bullish 1-for-1 that would take us up to about 417.50 on SPY. If you want to do futures on that, that would be, let me zoom out. Got a lot of zooming to do.
Jeremy zooming over here.
That's what, 42.18? Damn, son.
Damn, Ton, where'd you find this?
So just looking at a measured move. So if we just draw the box, you know, you got right here to your supply zone, which was previously a demand zone. Box it up, takes us right to about 417. Well, 417.30 to 417.50, somewhere in there. If you want to put it on top of that previous supply zone, 417.35. Okay, good target. Putting that down on a 5-second chart is going to be difficult. You have to zoom way the hell out to see it. But the 1-for-1 would take us, yeah, about 42.
Damn.
42.10 to
Damn.
42.16. Very
Alright,
possible.
pull back right here. We just wicked off a key level to a tick, so we're gonna pull back a little bit. Come on, give me something. I'm back to like 4191.
Well, remember, there's that 5-minute supply zone, and we just eked out of it, so expect a pullback here.
Yeah. What's it called? YM also rejecting key level. I don't know, we might be weak out of this. That'd be pretty cool. Nah. What's VIX doing? VIX is trying to push lower with a lot of strength. That's bullish on ES, so we'll be careful playing short.
Just wait. Let this candle close. It's got 10 seconds. It wicked to the bottom of that supply zone. Or, well, demand zone now, because we breached it. If we get a 1-for-1, this can go straight on up to the 100% retracement of this first. And if we get a full 1-for-1 out of this whole setup, that takes us way the hell up there. So if you're off sides on that, it will rip your face off.
Volume's sort of pushing, yeah, volume's sort of pushing bearish at the moment, flipping back and forth.
So wait for this zone to finish out. Here comes the hammer. Dun, dun, dun. 12 seconds. Let that print.
1 minute potential RBR.
3, 2, 1. It's a doji instead. We wait.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. Watch
God,
for
the stock market's fun. Yo,
watch
we
this
need a
zone.
soundboard.
I know we do. I definitely need a soundboard. I'd have a lot of fun with that. I might annoy
I was
people
gonna
with that.
say, it'd be so much fun.
Wop 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 wop
Like when it-
wah. Pull some Dennis the Menace soundboard type stuff.
You guys are having way too much fun.
That's why we're here.
Hey,
Yeah,
there's no rule.
100 again.
There's
Gonna
no
get it
rule to
this
not have
time.
fun.
There we go.
I think I can. I think I can.
Right? Break, run. Let me see
I
if I
don't
got
know,
a
bro.
piece.
Some weird volume.
Right to
And
that
Q
next
also
fan
coming
line.
back up to resistance. I don't like longs here. If we were getting
No.
longs, I think VWAP would have been a better entry around 4190. Right now, you're skewing your risks or reward.
Hold the phone, Gubna, because I think we're
Maybe
going to
for a
push that.
scout. Could always be
Boom.
wrong.
Told ya.
Yo,
One more.
Cash out.
Print it.
Cash out.
Bullish 1-for-1 stops at 416.58.
NQ wicks right off a supply. Be
And
careful.
there's your inverted hammer on the 1 minute, so hang on. 30 seconds left. If that rejects, we'll go right back to the bottom of the supply zone. Or demand zone. I got a little bit of that.
Noise. Yeah, NQ pushing stronger. Still hasn't broken that 13.30375 yet. That's where that supply zone starts. But if it does push over, prints above that, then we're probably looking good for. It's good to go longer. VIX pushing lower.
I got like the tiniest piece of that, but it's enough to make a small little base hit. Each one of these just equals slow grind up to an eval account. And all I got to do is trade it for a minimum of 7 days. If I just go one contract at a time, I'm being frugal, just taking little base hits, adding them up, and eventually I'll hit that goal.
I think all in all, we do want to go higher today. VIX,
Yeah.
VIX, and VIX futures / VX are pushing lower and lower and lower, and a lot of times that leads to a good move. We just got to see
Yeah.
some follow through, of course, though. If we could close above on ES, if we could close above 4195, I would want to retest a 419375. But if we reject and stay weak here, that's going to be
6,
another lower high
5, 4,
in supply.
3, 2, 1, and inverted hammer.
Blast off.
Let's see if we soak that wick or we reject and pull back here. We reject and pull back here. Here it comes.
Yeah, I'm thinking the shorts NQ's very weak at rejected supply.
Yeah, stand fast. That can print a Busby off that 8 period real quick too, so.
Ooh. Alright, alright. Give me another pop on ES real quick to enter short.
One break coming up.
Oh, actually, yo, the Dow pushing strong, like really strong, like candle,
Yes.
no wick right now.
Yep, there is a 5-second tweezer right here. Stand by.
No, we have a little
3-bar.
disunity in the indexes right now.
Quick reversal. Hammer on the 8 period, even though it's red.
Why it's strong.
Here comes a push. 1-4 that fan line right here. If we get above that, we get a 1-for-1 all the way up here. If we fail that though, right back down to the bottom of this supply zone here, or demand zone here. Man, it's still rejecting that line though, so just one more knock on it, we'll know. And the 5-second chart gives us the 1-for-1 right here.
I'm gonna step away and go to the restroom, so you're welcome.
Yeah, the market's about to rip, guys. In this case, it's looking like it's going to rip down. Right back to the bottom of that zone. Come on.
Bounce. Bounce again.
So one thing Sig mentioned in his broadcast this morning, and this is something I'm probably going to want to touch more on. I always look for the simple trades. I leave the complex ones alone most of the time. So like if I'm trying to trade this chop here, I can do it, but it's not the easiest thing. When you look for the easy
Right.
trades, it's the 1-for-1s. So you got this accumulation here, you got a full bar, pulled back, hit a hole right out of it. 1-for-1. Done, right? That's easy. We know where those are. This is going to be hard to catch. So I'm going to wait for this to shake out and figure out which direction we're going to go. We either A, this completes as a setup and we continue on up for a 1-for-1 overall, or B, this
Oh, God.
rejects and comes slamming right back down to our next supply zone, which is down here, or demand zone, which is down here at like 415. So you just got to be waiting patiently for these 1-for-1s to set up. They'll give you plenty of 1-for-1s. Those are easy. Don't get chopped up in the consolidation between them is the idea. So we want easy trades. We don't need the hard trades.
Right. No point in getting in chop. No point in getting in where you shouldn't get in.
Right.
It's in a channel, get in the top of the channel, get out of the bottom of the channel, vice versa.
Hammer time. Let's see. We'll go back to the
Yeah,
top.
right.
416.50 is the target for SPY here, short term. That gives you about a push to 41.94. That's about done.
Let's go.
Bam, done. Now what? We reject and pull back, or do we break over? Well, this is still choppy. It's not quite a full setup for an easy trade, right? We can
Let's
just chill.
break over.
We can play with this either way if you want, but my idea is going to be I'd wait for the easy trade. The easy trade will come. Break this resistance level, we get a 1-for-1. Reject this, we get a 1-for-1 down.
Okay, I'm back. Did you make $1 million?
Not yet.
It didn't move.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm disappointed.
It's just hanging in limbo.
I even put a trade on and walked away just to make it do something,
How nice of you.
right? So Lilu has these bundles you can buy. You get 5 eval accounts for the price of 1, and then they had a 95% off
So
sale.
let's go.
And out of those 5 eval accounts, you only get 1 that gets funded. So it basically gives you 5 chances to get funded with one thing. So, and I got the $100,000 one. So it's the target is $6,000. You're gonna make $6,000, and you have 12 contracts. So for me, I'm using this partly to help me trade with more size. So I'm trading 4 lots at a time in the ES,
Right.
which normally would make my palms would sweat. Yeah. And
Yo, let's go.
I would be
Big trade.
going
Well,
to that a lot more often.
What's the trailer? It's like 1,500 on a 50,000?
3,000.
3,000. Okay. So I mean, you
You
can
Yo, what a
You
play.
can't just be,
you can get sweaty with one contract if you're on the wrong side of it. That can definitely
yeah.
burn you.
Well, but you can scale in. So if your
True.
direction is right, even if it goes against you, you can, you start with 1, then you add 2, and then you add 4, and you just take 1 or 2 off when it comes back, and you kind of trade around a core.
Right. That makes
And
sense.
that way you never get yourself too far offside. And if you do have a friendly sweep in your favor, you hopefully are in with more than just 1 lot, and you can,
Make
I
a
do
good-
that with the
good chunk of
MES
change.
all the time. It works wonderful. And it's easy to make a couple $100 a day doing that. Well, add a 0
we go.
in the ES,
Push it. Let's see, the opening range high, we just hit it
Ooh.
right there, and we're
There
smoking
it
it.
goes.
Ooh, look at
4,200.
that.
Come on, baby.
Do, 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 do.
Yo, what a
Keep going.
beautiful move. Beautiful. There we go.
There's a
I
little
got out a
pullback
little
here.
early on that. Still caught it. Bro, I entered longs when the new 5-minute candle opened. Like, not this 5-minute, the 5-minute prior, around like 4194. And then we had that crazy wick down and went down to like 4191. And I was like, alright, I'll double down.
I
Double
hit
down, just whew.
I hit the button right
That
when this
catches
wick hit that fan line, and I still ended up 10
nice.
seconds slow on the entry or the
You're
exit.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, you gotta, even if you're trying to scalp, look at what price it says on what are you charting on? Are you still charting on Webull?
I'm charting on Webull for my SPY data, but like I'm also running a 5-second chart on Tradovate here, and I sat with the long there waiting for this mix up, and it finally popped off. I was fairly confident in that 1-for-1, but this was one of the hard trades that I wouldn't recommend anybody do. But when I hit the button to get out at that peak there, it didn't quite fill that order until the third bar, that little Busby at the top there. So it's kind of annoying, but that's okay. It's still profitable. I'm not, not complaining for missing a few cents here on a market order.
Never complain about missing the opportunity.
No.
to lose.
Exactly. So at least it closed it out before it returned to, a 50% retracement off that 20 period you see there, the yellow line. I'm okay with that. But that's just my style. I mean, I'm trading a 5-second chart here, so what do I expect,
Yeah, you got to be pretty nimble.
Got that. That's easy. The nimble is good for me, but it's like sometimes even if you're nimble, like you'll miss a few ticks here and there, and that's okay. Can't complain about that. But I know I'm faster than the damn app, that's for sure.
That's sad.
It is a bit, but you know what? I mean, how many other people
Sad
you
for
know?
you, sad for the app.
Right. It's like how many other people you know who can trade a 5-second chart like that? Well, I'm trying to help teach people to trade a 5-second chart here, so it's kind of a drawback for me, but not really. Not as long as I can remain profitable, and as long as I can help others remain profitable. That's my goal.
Yes, sir.
Here comes that 4,200.
Yeah, it'll hit it.
Jeremy, you know what I really like too though about Tradovate is they have the reports thing, and you
Yeah.
can see like how you did, your win percentage, all that.
Well, with the eval account, it doesn't give me any of that. So with the eval account,
No, yeah.
like I can't even get into.
In your R trader,
Yeah.
there are some drawbacks to it.
And then when I go to my dashboard and go to
Jeremy.
account summary on Apex, it doesn't quite give me that till the close of the day, I guess, which is okay.
Yeah, the next day you get to see where you're at, but at least it gives it to you because Lulu doesn't give you that at all.
We might get another 1-for-1 here and
I
push
use
this upper
Excel
line here.
spreadsheets. I have tons
Jeremy.
of Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah.
All right, how fast or how far are we going to go past 4,200 is the question.
That's a good question.
Are we going to hit it right off?
4205.
Are we going to blow through it? Are we going to bounce and stay above it? All these questions.
That's looking like a pullback to me.
All right, I went ahead and took that, and I think I'm going to be
Yo,
off
Jeremy.
in a minute.
Yeah.
If you click when you're on the Apex screen, if you click account and then you click the little gear next to the Apex account, you could go to performance and then you hit go and it gives you that performance.
Okay, wait a second now. I'm on the Apex dashboard.
All right, now click the you see how the top says open account next to open account and says account Apex?
I'm trying to see what you're talking about.
Wait,
Under
are you-
Yeah, me too.
summary, where are you at?
Well, like when I'm looking at the dashboard for Tradovate, the top
Oh,
it
you're
has the time.
Never mind. I thought you were talking about the Apex dashboard.
Oh no. Trade-O-Vate, so he could see his performance and stuff.
Okay, trade of
'Cause they
eight.
give like a so Trade-O-Vate, then you see where it says equity and then open P&L.
That's the thing. That doesn't give me that on the
Doesn't give you
eval
that.
account, but it does give me that on a paper, on both a paper and a real Trade-O-Vate account. Because I'm used to seeing that. I'm used to being able to click on the settings at the top right there and be able to see it.
Yeah, and it's not giving it to you because it
No.
has it from my eval account. I'm gonna send
Oh,
you a
it
screenshot real quick. Yeah,
Okay. All right, I
That's
got
weird.
6 ticks out of that.
Nice work.
Back.
good job.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
50%
have to-
retracement.
We're gonna poke at this a little bit. We may not, because people are scared. Longs are like, we know we're gonna get smacked down up there.
Yeah, they're timid. And that's the thing. It's a liquidity trap is what it is. So if you look
But
at the
you
whole
get a short
situation,
squeeze going on. It could be pretty tasty for the longs.
can be, but it's going to be skeptical, man. I mean, they're going to be timid as
I'm gonna be
hell
on the
going
other
into this.
side of it, and I would like to sell to them. when they get up.
Yes, that's it. Because that's what a liquidity trap is all of the institutions are going to sell into that. That's how they generate liquidity, where there is none. All right, we got one more little tick here, and we might get this up to 41.99 again.
You know, NQ is nowhere near its high.
Oh my
overnight.
god, yeah, but look how strong NQ is right now in the 5-minute. That's pretty crazy. I didn't even
Alright.
see that. I'm over here like typing and playing with Trade-O-Vate right now.
RTY is way off of its high as well.
I got
So,
some of a 1-for-1 off that rebound.
that is me. ES can't possibly push too far up if the other indices aren't pushing with it. Because they share. Well,
Yeah,
I'd like
it's
to see the heat
divergence.
map. Oh, we'd have to see the heat map. What's going on there? I
And-
will be cheeky here with the short just in front of 4,200, just in case we tap
Yo,
41.99.75 and then pull away.
My dog keeps complaining this morning. I think he ate something that didn't agree with him.
My dog got me up last night and made me take her outside to eat grass. I'm like, what is going on with you? I just don't
Yeah.
feel good.
Mine's doing that too. It's like every 15 minutes he's got to go.
Well, we had that big storm last night, so all right, I took a little cheeky short in the MNQ.
Yeah, it's kind of diddling in the middle of that setup, but look at this rollover. It's a rounding top, but it's only a rounding top and bearish until it's not. Right now it's at critical support. So we got 416.70. I wait for the break. Because if it's going to break that, cool, it'll go to the next fan line. If we get a 1-for-1 down, we'll go back to this old supply zone here, whatever. But in the middle of this, I'm not going to be on either side of that till I see the break. That's just my style, though. I'll keep
I'm
that in
old
there.
and slow. I got to get in front of it.
Well, and then again on the 5-second chart, like, look, we've made a bullish 1-for-1 here. That's where this peak was. So if this gives us that they're like, cool, we can go long up to like 417.50. But if it fails here, a quick 50% retracement is obvious, 416.33. And I'm going to wait for the break, though. I'm not going to go and trade this accumulation here, either side.
Got another 30 ticks there.
Nice work. All right.
Play the MNQ and just put, $5 and $10 bills in your pocket while you're waiting for your trade to set up
Right?
in the bigger minis. I tried trading the NQ minis once and it just was a wild ride. I could not do it.
I can chart QQQ really well. In fact, the QQQ 5-second chart, it's actually smoother than SPY's 5-second chart. Like
When it gets moving though, it moves off the DOM so
Yeah.
fast. And you
It's-
can easily click and you're off sides because where you were gonna click, it moved.
Yep.
It's like, whoa. All right, here we go. 4,200.
Boop.
Woo!
Right to it.
Oh, look at that.
Quick, everybody jump in front.
Wait.
Bam. Oh, come on.
Bam,
Finish
there
the
we
wick.
go.
Finish the wick. One more push.
He wants to. He wants to. And I want to go long here so bad, try to catch like a few points, but the chances of it rejecting are high too, so it's like,
I got
the
all
VIX
of
is dropping, yo.
I got all of 5 ticks on that.
Ballin'.
I bought the brake and I was like, okay, I know it's going to the fan line at least, and then I hit the button at the fan line, and of course it gave me 2 bars before it filled.
Unless we get like a really, really, really nice setup, I'm probably done trading. I'm 3 for 3 today.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep balling up these little base hits, dude. All right.
Bro, keep going for it. Grab them, take them. Be careful with the commission though.
Yeah. No, there's definitely gonna be commissions involved there.
Commission ain't bad.
That's the thing. Tradeovate commissions are still pretty cheap. What do you want, doggy? Do
I
you want
wonder
to
what
eat?
Bookmap looks like right now.
Do you need to go poop? What do you want to do?
I do. Oh, you're talking to your dog.
Yeah. He's just standing here yelling at me, and
YouTube. Sorry, YouTube.
it's like, I need something.
Yeah.
Hey, YouTube could get some comic relief too.
Well, of course. All right, look at this. Let's see a Busby here. Watch this. 3 bar.
Snap's a mess right now.
15
A lot of
seconds.
sell orders.
Let-
42,025.
Let this Busby close, and remember the 3 bars can be very fast. So let me show you the idea again, just to draw it out. So you're expecting this bar, this next bar, to come up and smack a penny or 2 under the previous bar. Just a quick little bull trade. Done. Just like that. You catch that off that 8 period and you bounce that 3 bar, that is the fastest little trade you can make. And usually you'll get about 4 to 6 ticks out of something like that in this size, but they've been bigger before. Can also use it as a pivot point. So like if you were to go long here and you wanted to trade a breakout on this, this gives you some cushion so you can set your stop, you know, just above your entry and get taken out with profit. I usually just trade these 1 for 1, be done.
I'm like sitting on my hands over here. I
Yeah.
don't want to take any more trades.
I
Yo,
was
NQ though.
was-
NQ's
too busy talking about this and drawing it to take the trade, but those are easy. Those little Busbies, man. You get a bar, a spinner, and a 3rd bar, and usually you trade the range of the 3rd bar, and it's that fast on a 1-minute chart. Done. Sometimes you'll see these formulate on a 5-minute chart, and you can scalp those too, but they're a little harder to scalp on a 5-minute chart because they don't always have the best follow through on a 5-minute chart.
right. Yeah, I'm thinking of grabbing a long round 4,200. A lot of people are gonna
It's
be short
open
in
up
that.
here pretty good.
Yeah, it's pumping.
Gotta
We
see how
got
the
a-
candle closes.
Accumulation.
But it's
Could
not really
wick crazy.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, this can easily
Time is it? We're
rip a
gonna get
face
a new
off. So
15 minutes too.
just be nimble
Strong
if you're going to trade the
15-minute
break on
candles.
this. This
Yeah,
can
we
reject.
might get a pullback first.
Yep.
I think we get a pullback before we continue higher.
I'm watching
Hey,
that.
Jeremy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, excuse me, really quickly. You were talking about trading that that Busby
Yep.
on the SPY there. Can you walk me through that one more time with that?
Sure. Give me
The
1 second. I'm going to exit a trade here first.
okay.
Barely caught that one. Okay. So effectively when you get these, you'll see price is trending along the 8 period. And you'll look for this. You'll see a bar. You'll see kind of a hang and
Little
Busby
doji.
or a hang and doji at the top.
Yeah.
And the idea is when you get the 3rd bar, you get a quick range trade off of that 8 period. So if this candle had opened up below the close of this previous red bar, you ignore it because it's usually going to break down. But if it opens right at or slightly above the close of this red bar, you can trade a very quick range bounce from here to about a penny or two underneath the open of this bar.
Open of it. Okay.
Yep. And I'll just catch those real quick like. And you get, if you're trading futures on this, I mean, that's probably about 1.5 points. It's not very much on this one. But oftentimes these will be a little bit bigger. Sometimes they will be a full 3 point. And it's just a matter of how quickly you can catch them. So when you see them, this third bar, you watch the close and you watch the open of the next bar here. Compare it on your 5-second chart. You can catch a very quick scalp on that.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, these are stupid fast. That's a 1 minute bar you're trading inside of. So you're in and out of that trade and sometimes under 50 seconds. Most of the time around 30 seconds is all that trade takes. Here's another one. Let's see if this gives us a third bar or not. It's got 40 seconds left. Let's see if it gives us a bar down to that previous support. I'll blow it up so we can see it.
So where are you setting your stop?
So if you were to trade this third bar, your stop would be probably, if you wanted to try
Like
and,
a wick?
yeah, you'd be like half of this wick. So your stop would be just below that. All right, here's your third bar. Let that close. Got about 10 seconds. And just remember the rule. If the next bar opens even slightly below the close of this bar, like this, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a supply, a 15-minute supply on NQ, but we missed it by let's see, how many points? By 3 points.
Nice.
So we might get, if we do get into that zone, then maybe we get like a little more, one more little push up, and then we'll see.
Sometimes you'll get this third bar and you'll get a hammer here or a doji here. Occasionally you'll get a second chance to go and scalp that up. But when this closes, watch where that next one opens. If it opens at or above the close of this bar, still you can make a 3 bar. Only thing is it's typically only going to be about a 50% target. So you'd be targeting what, 417.05, 06 instead of top of that bar. We didn't get that. Instead we get the bar, spinner, and a third bar here. So sellers are going to sell this down to the next fan line here.
So we left unfinished business up there.
Keep going.
Took my shirt off.
Boop. Good enough for me.
Yeah, I took my 2.5 points and we'll see. We may just keep going and leave it up there, which would be.
I got another 3
Oh,
ticks
well,
out of that one.
I got 3 contracts on over here in the MNQ, so I still have some exposure. That's good. Wasn't watching that one.
All right, so let this guy close. We can range here and pop one more time up to our angular resistance. We could also throw in a regression line here in the middle of that. If my drawing tool will let me draw. I think I might have reached my drawing limit for the day.
Oh, you're always reaching your
I
limits.
know. It's annoying. Eventually, like I said, when we go to trading view, this will all get easier. Just for now, I'm still working with Webull, and I still love Webull. It's been an awesome app for the years that I've used it. Till now, I think I've just run out of lines in the cache. I got to figure out how to clear the cache on the server.
Today is May 1st.
You know the alternative? I could just open another account. That's simple too.
Yeah, that's, that
Boom.
sounds like a plan as well.
Right to that regression line, guys. That is such an awesome tool to be able to use these fan lines like that. All right, I'm going to try not to make it look too easy here. This looks for another 1-for-1, and if we just reprint a new fan line right down here, it gives us a 1-for-1 target. And since that's between two zones, I'll go ahead and make it white. It'll be a second regression. So if this, then that. If we break this fan line, our 1-for-1 takes us down here.
You're on a 1 minute chart today then, Jeremy.
For my lines, yes.
Okay.
Because it won't let me draw on a 5-second here. Alright, so this is you wouldn't want to try and short this accumulation. You'd rather short the break. There's still 10 seconds left in that candle, so give that some time to shake out here. And it just printed a small tweezer bottom, so stand by. Let me get the 5-second chart up here. There we go. Little tweezer. Boom. Now we're breaking.
All right, I gotta get going, guys. Thank you for everything. Amazing information today.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Have a good one, sir.
Good stuff.
Have a good one, guys.
See you later.
You too.
See you, Ricardo.
All right, we're going to finish that move. We got 30 seconds left on this 1 minute bar, and it looks like it's going to cross that fan line. There we go. Give us a bearish 1-for-1, please. No, it's going to close a hammer, you bum. 15 seconds. Yeah, it's going to close a hammer. You get a small reversal here. Watch for a push back up to regression. And ominously, the 5-second 200 period right here. But look what we're not seeing. There's a double bottom here. So if we hold support here, we may accumulate and get a 1-for-1 back to retrace this whole move. And then of course 50% is where the regression line is. So if you're nimble enough, you can trade this on a 5-second chart. But if you'd rather take a little bit more time in your trade and trade the 1 minute chart, this is one of those setups where you don't want to trade the accumulation, you want to trade the break. My poor dog is just whining a storm at me. He needs something, but he won't tell me what.
How about going outside?
I've been
Don't say
outside
the outside word.
every 15 minutes for the past 2 hours, so
Really?
yeah, I don't know what his deal is. He's been fed this morning.
He just wants some love.
Maybe.
Sometimes he just wants to be held.
Yeah.
Is he trying to tell you that somebody's fallen down a well?
Don't have any Timmies in the house.
Just a thought, like, you know.
That was a good joke.
It was.
Made me slap my knee. All right. Got a whole bunch of just little dojis on the 5-second chart here. Nothing really decided yet, but this is telling me it's likely to give us a clean break somewhere. 10 seconds left on this 1 minute channel or chart. And this will likely be very fast. One minute candle closed. Oh man, don't get caught off sides if this breaks the other way. Oh, it's threatening support on the 5-second chart. Let's see if it rolls. There's a slight breach on support. And we're looking for that regression line. And if you just trade the chart and not the money, this becomes easy, guys. Boom, done. On here, you can trade that break. You can walk this over. however you want to do it. I got to take the dog and deal with him though, so I'll be right back.
He's really whining. He's like, now I
I
gotta
heard
go.
that now we got to do this.
Yeah, it's getting urgent. I'll be right back though.
I'm not waiting any longer,
Don't make me bite you. Okay.
right?
He's got a big mouth too. That's intimidating. I'll be right back.
Come on, yes, just let go. How about a nice big drop to 4180? I got other stuff to do today. Oh, there we go.
So, Amy, do you have all hoofs on the ground now?
Well, I have one more that's due any minute, and she's been acting a little funny the last 2 days. So, and we had that big storm last night, tornadoes and everything. You would have thought she would have had it then. They love to do that. Have a
Yeah.
baby in the middle of a storm, but no luck.
No luck? Okay.
She's
So
gonna
still-
wait till next Monday when I'm packing for Mexico and
Getting
decide
ready to leave, yeah.
just
Well,
wait.
hopefully before you leave, right?
Right.
All right, he's outside now. We'll see what he
There.
wants.
The other one had a little bit of a rough weekend. We had to have the vet out a couple times, but she seems to be doing okay now. So
That's good. That's
the
good.
baby's doing fine.
Good.
Good. Gonna finish the move or not?
All right. It's just maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
It's threatening.
Yeah. I mean,
It's,
RTY is moving pretty good.
It's not the best setup to be jumping in on here though. This is just kind of minutia. This is playing in a bunch of static.
Quite a bit of absorption here. Oh, this feels like it might let go now.
Come on, let her rip. Give us
Nope.
that bearish 1-for-1. There we go. Reach the regression line. Do we continue through? 5 seconds says maybe. There we go.
Oh, yeah. That's
Blast it.
much.
Blast it. Keep going.
I need my tequila money.
There you
I
go.
was just going to say, you're in heaven now, aren't you, Amy?
I just closed that.
1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3
You
tequila,
look-
4.
Gonna go to Senor Frogs and then the dude walking around with the watered down tequila, pour it down your neck.
Right?
See,
A
that
couple
was a
weekends ago.
pretty quick little scalp there. I like that one.
Yeah. Took that off there. May not be done.
Went to regression below it and then wicked all the way down to the next fan line. So I'm happy with my trade. Now I'll wait for the next one. Like I said, it's better to take the easy trades than it is to try and get
Sure it
mixed up
is.
in the hard ones. This 1-for-1 was pretty much set in stone. Once this guy broke this guy right here, bam, nailed the target. Although with a wick, it may hit it again. I'm gonna sit on my hands and wait for the next easy setup. Easy money is better than hard money.
No doubt about
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna start deleting some of my older lines so I don't overload the damn drawing machine here.
Well, community, I'm going to be out of here.
Yeah, man,
Been
great
great.
having you again.
So appreciate that. So hopefully we'll touch bases tomorrow. All goes
Definitely.
well. So enjoy. Take care.
You too, man. We'll see you around.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Ooh, I left that.
But
Got one MNQ still on with 200 ticks and counting.
We're still going down. 1 minute 200 is the floor on this move. Suppose I could
My
have held
stop
on.
is so far up, I can't even see it. So I'm just gonna put a new one on.
Well, we got a bearish 1-for-1 done here, so be cautious. This might just bounce right off that fan line like it's starting to. And a 50% retracement would take it right back to 41.94 momentarily. And then we can see maybe another easy setup before we sign off for the day.
RTH low is 41.84.
Sayonara.
Pretty quick.
Yep. Next fan line, and we are looking for
I think therefore I am.
a pause. This gives you a third leg third leg measured move. Now we're just kind of gonna float. Give this a minute to accumulate here.
Well, we broke that. Let's see. $81 is
That's the other thing. It only gives me top of book data, so it doesn't give me like the full DOM. Just gives me the top orders.
can pay for that if you want it. I get it through my Denali feed, so that's why I use Denali data with Sierra charts,
Nice.
and then I trade. My order routing goes through Rhythmic.
Okay. Very cool.
Hate that we left unfinished business up there.
Right?
I would just leave my 2 contracts on, but knowing that we're probably gonna head back up at some point. This is what makes trading hard. Decisions.
Well, we could be setting up another bearish 1-for-1 here, and this would be a full leg here, but I'm going to let this accumulation fly for a while before I decide what to do with it. That would give us, let's see, how many points would that be?
I gotta go to the tanning bed. I got stuff to do.
That could give us a 10-point 1-for-1 and take us right down just inside that old liquidity zone to a fan line.
My trigger finger is itchy. I want to put it back on, but I think this is the very low quality one.
Yeah, it's not the best quality for a 1-for-1. And it's actually more likely to hit a 50% retracement back to this old supply zone here.
My stop's going to get hit with MNQ. Yep. That's not bad though. 400 points on MNQ.
Nice work.
That was kind of in the background.
Got a 5-second double bottom with R1 right here at about 416.10. And that's 41.91 on the ES. It'll either pop back up and hit about 41.94 and then reject, or it will reject right off of R1, which is at 41.91. So give us a few seconds to figure out which way it's going to go before you jump in the mix on this. And we're printing right on top of the 1 minute 200 period here, to be aware. If it's going to give us a full bearish 1-for-1 down to this liquidity zone, it's got to break this 200 period with some confidence. And even then, it'd probably give us just before the pre-market low, down to like 415 and some change. But yeah, you don't want to be caught off sides in this accumulation. You'd rather trade the break. I can catch pieces of a break over and over and over again, but if I try to get in on the accumulation here, my probability of taking a profit goes way down. I did take one further back. If you look up in the chat there, I did take an accumulation on that long that I had previously, but I was pretty confident in the 1-for-1, so I was okay with getting in on the setup for that one. But that's rare. I don't usually take those risks. Usually I'll wait for the break and catch a scalp on the 2 bars popping out of it.
Bottom of range on ES.
Yep.
Going on, y'all. Sorry about that. Letting the dog out.
Gotcha. Retracement to 4194. It's still on the table.
Jeremy, how's your pup doing?
He's outside now,
All right.
and he's not barking at me yet, so I think he's happy there for a while. He's probably eating up all my grass in the backyard, though. I think his tummy's sick. He only ate about half of his breakfast this morning.
Yeah. Weather change can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facts. All of us, so.
Oh, 4193 and break. We could see this give us the bearish 1-for-1 after all. Let's see if it holds support on R1 or breaks it. Previous R1 is right here. That's where we're at now. There we go. Break, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give
and
it
all
to
the
me.
girlies say he's pretty fly.
Love it.
That's great, man. That's a throwback. I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, I'm all about old school.
Bro, I was listening to Beastie Boys the other day. They're just so funny. The Fight for Your Right album is great.
Yes.
So
License
this
to Ill.
next
And,
baby I have coming, the name has to start with a Q.
yeah.
Feel like this.
Quincy.
But that's not, I like that one. But no, Quiet Riot.
There you go.
Oh, right.
Break, baby, break.
Metal will drive you mad. Bang your head. I
All
kind of
right.
like just the letter Q. You know,
That was a quick trade.
our British friends will like that from James Bond.
There you go.
Chicken, not stupid.
Grab me another 50.
We'll see. We shall see. How many of these funded accounts did I manage?
Maybe I should have bought 2. I just wanted to try it with one, though.
Man. Buy another one.
Yeah, I might just do that
Yeah,
today.
the sale is still on today, I think through midnight. I always get them in 2s if I can because shit happens, you know.
Yeah.
Data gets screwed up.
Whoa,
whatever.
Whoa, we're streaming, ma'am. Whoa.
Sorry, my bad. My bad.
An occasional cuss word is
When you let me unmute myself.
it comes out once in a while. Don't worry about it.
You
long as
did
we're not
mark
sitting here
not
like-
made for kids, right? You did mark that. Not made for kids.
Yeah, no, that's definitely made, not made for kids.
Trading, you have to be 18
Yeah.
anyways.
So essentially, I mean, a few words pop out, and they give you some leniency there. We're not sitting here like Eddie Murphy or anything,
One.
or Samuel L. Jackson or whatever, you know.
I hope not. Because I'm in big trouble.
Yeah. They say those who have a vast vocabulary for curse words are typically of a higher intelligence anyway. So
I like that. I resemble that remark.
same.
Oh, no blank, huh? No.
Off camera, I can talk like a sailor. Why not?
I married a sailor, so he wouldn't be offended by my
Nope.
language.
might even be impressed.
Right? I've taught him a few new words, trust me.
Good.
You'd think that's not possible being
No,
in
it's
the
possible.
military, but
Well, there's
my
some,
dad was a truck driver, so
yeah, there's some
saying.
there's some very intricate words out there to be had. That's for sure.
We got one more little push in us. Maybe we'll take out not just the RTH low, but
Well, we still got a
Yeah,
pretty
every
good 1-for-1 setting up here, guys. It's still on. This could take us right to the top of this liquidity zone, so
I got you, babe.
be nimble.
I'm just taking 2 ticks at a time here. I don't trust it.
Same. I'm kind of just ripping little pieces of it.
Oh, there we go.
Shake, shake,
Get my
shake,
hopes up.
senora. Shake your body line.
See, now this is almost a good long setup, but not quite.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that. I'll catch all the bears on it, but I'm not gonna try to take a long on that just yet. Oh, watch that 5-second accumulation right here.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
That
we're
is a
bouncing.
short-term reversal bouncing right now.
Did I tell you or what?
415.88 target for 50% retracement. Although I don't think it's gonna hit it. I think we're gonna sit here and double bottom. Probably come up to 415.75.
Aw.
Called that one.
Nope, it's gonna go for the full
Nice.
50%er. 415.88.
Sometimes you just get to know the price action and how it, when the behavior change, you just gotta, step back a minute and go, I see that
Boom.
look in your face.
Darcy B, 50% done. Now, 1 minute 200s right here. If we reject that one more time, we will get this 1-for-1 down to that liquidity zone.
Tricky bitch. Sorry, I
Yep.
did it again.
Oh my god.
I stopped
We
myself
can't take you
mid-word.
anywhere.
That is so
It's-
true. You have
You're
no idea.
disqualified.
It's tricky to
I-
rock a rhyme
I
to
was in-
rock a rhyme. That's right.
I
On
was
time,
in my
tricky.
committee meeting, my marketing committee meeting for our organization I do stuff with, national, and somebody said, "Oh, your hat, it has a T on it. What's that stand for?" And I'm like, "Oh God, okay, trigger warning, everyone." 'Cause we had Californians. I just went to the Trump Winery 2.
I got you on mute for the moment. Yeah, people are.
on the front and the
Yeah.
back says Trump Winery.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, you can. Yeah. 'Tis what it is. I like being a good button pusher. I like stirring the pot too. Nice work, Kevin. Nice. Well, I'll have to go look at all my orders to figure out what I've made for today because it's not telling me an update. No. Right. I know I've done at least 600 or 700 for the day, but oh, that's our trader for Rhythmic, right? Yeah. Okay. Good to know. This is setting up for an accumulation again right here on the 5-second chart. We got a little pennant. There's a slight breach here. Let this close just up to that 20 period and reject, and then we'll be good for a quick short. Here it comes. Test that 20 period and break. Let's go. Oh. There it is. Dump it on them now. Let's go. That can be a bear trap too, though. Be careful. Dun, dun, bearish Busby, evening star on a 5-second, and we're going to test. There's a test. Now, this will be your break candle next. Come on. Oh, don't make a fool out of me. You're supposed to break. Damn it. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, I do that. Like, that's the other reason why I don't use limit orders on a 5-second chart, because it'll miss me by a tick just about every time. Yep. I just figured by the time I get them set up, it's already too late. So it's like, you know, I'll try to get ahead of it and set a limit order for like a tick under my target to go short, or a tick over my target to go long, and get missed by a tick every stinking time, and it just drives me nuts. So I just got sick of chasing it. I said, hell with it, I'll just use market orders. I can be nimble. It's looking like it's still accumulating for that 1-for-1, but now we've already made a 3-leg down. So if anything, if it holds here, we can go for a blast right back up to 50%, which would be about 416.50. Let me see where that would be on the ES. Would be about 41.94 again. So just be nimble if you're going to try and trade the break on that. Oh. On the 1 minute, yeah, we got 1, 2, 3. So it's more likely to make a 50% retracement than it is to break a full-on bear move. And just remember, let me go left here. This looks like a triple top to a lot of people. But if it accumulates here and bounces, you'll get a blow-off top instead, and it'll run right up to the top. The other scenario is if this gets broken off of this regression line right here, this support area, it can shoot for about the middle of this liquidity zone down here to like 414. So this is going to probably accumulate till about noon, 12:30ish, and then give us a break. And typically, if you catch this right, you don't need a trend day to do this. And I know Sig was saying something about this morning of not wanting to be too wide on spreads if you're doing strangles or condors on this mix. And that's exactly accurate. You don't want to try and get into a condor on this open because it's going to be stupid expensive. It's just going to be burning theta, right? So if you accumulate here till about 12:30 and you start to have a direction, or if you start to have an accumulation break, you can try and catch just the one side of it and roll a condor or a spread or just a single contract on the break. What I like to do is I'll sit here on that accumulation probably between 12 and 12:30. If it gives me a little range, I can go and say probably $6 either side on 0 days and let it break. So if it runs one side, it'll wipe out the loss on the other side. And we're talking like 4 cents a contract or sometimes 2 cents a contract here for 0 days. And my idea is if it comes back to the range high and I'm on the right side of it, I can go and sell a strike above that if I'm in an account controlled by PDT and lock in some profit, or I can just day trade it. So it just depends on what tool you're using for the job. Trading is your job. You got to have a box full of tools to reach for. And if you're not doing futures, you can still mess with this with options, but today it's get ready for a break. All right, we're just above that resistance now on that little double bottom. There we go. Starting to get a little momentum. We got one more target here to reach. There we go. All right, 41.92 is the next stop. Keep going. It's just very choppy. No, it's going to pull back again. Come on, tag 41.92. You wanna? Yeah, it's rolling here. We're testing support again. We broke it as resistance right now. We're testing it again as support. If it holds here, cool. We can still hit that 41.92 target, but if it rejects anywhere in here, it can rip a face off and go to 41.88. But I think we're good for now. So there's 41.91, and my limit's sitting at 41.92. I did put a limit on for the close, and I can hit that cancel button in between if I need to. Testing the 20 period, threatening it. Come on, finish the move. There we go, bulls. 8 period bar. Bam. 8 period threatening the 20 period. This might just accumulate here. And if we don't get a tweezer here, this will come back and test support 41.8950. Yep, there it goes. Alright, well now the dog's barking at me to let him back in. Right? That's okay, he could use some sunlight. It's good for him. He's just being a boob. DOM, Dome. Yeah, Dom. Be mindful. Remember that 5-minute supply zone? We just wicked it. Yep, this is old supply. It's back here. Oh, let me get the 5-minute chart up. Hang on. Eep. Yeah, this was a supply zone from the top of a doji that occurred at 9:45 this morning. So it's an old zone, but it's staying pretty steady with being both a supply zone and a demand zone. So right now it's a supply zone, and it wicked right to it. So we're getting that pushed down back to regression. And from here, again, we got another setup. Either we get a full 1-for-1 out of this whole trend on the 5-minute, and we break it down into this liquidity zone about 414.50, or we hold this area and retrace it back to the regression line about 416.60. So just be patient on this type of stuff. You can trade the chop, but just be very, very nimble if you're going to try and scalp the little moves. I'd rather wait for the big break. Although I will scalp the little moves in between here and there, but only if they're really good. If only we might get it. No. Oh no! That's no fun. Ah, yes. There you go. Except for us in your ear. That's it, that's it. We're the insightful peace and quiet. You might get your short here, maybe. At least to the 200 period. Yeah. I'm going to stop that right at a $25 gain from there. I'm going to wait. I got like half of that little arc there, but I'm staying out of it until the break. I just making little pops here and there, nothing really big. Yeah. Right. When I was running that Optimus account just for paper, I was sticking to my policy of just trading on a $50,000 account, one ES contract, and these little pops here and there. And when I broke that account above 70,000, I switched to 2 contracts at a time. And in a 1 week trading period, 5 days, I doubled that account. I turned a $50,000 account into a $100,000 account. Just sticking to the process and sticking to my policy. You know, I don't deviate from it. I wait patiently for the breaks and just trade what I know is very easy. An easy button trade is what I'm after. Maybe. Yeah. We're working to that supply zone again. But this is the This is the 3rd attempt on that base of that supply zone though, so we can hit the top of it. Well, this is the 3rd attempt, so hang on. It can get into that zone. We can hit 41.93 off of this. This is the 3rd attempt right here. Watch this. It might be going over. It's best to sit. Yeah. Yeah. They could totally do both. Right? Go on, take the money and run. All right, we could be setting up a 1-for-1 here as well to get through that liquidity zone and push to the next fan, which is 416.50. I'm looking at the 5-second actually. So like, here's your leg, here's your accumulation. Your other leg would put it up here to about 416, well, 416.40. Just take a box and draw it on here and drag it up there. If I can get my drawing tool to work on a 5-second chart, and just drag this up here. Give it the old Macintosh droplet sound. I don't know if that'll even come through my noise canceling. All right, then, well, I'm gonna wrap it up and go eat some lunch before the market does it for me. This is that time of day where there's a grumbly and you're tumbly and you gotta feed it. And I'm gonna leave this liquidity zone on. It's been pretty damn nice lately. Very accurate. All right then, gang. I'll leave my stream going on the Discord channel, but I'm gonna shut down the YouTube side. We'll see you guys tomorrow on YouTube. Thanks for joining us, and we'll keep bringing the knowledge and dropping gems for you. See you around.